Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason for the first of what will be many occasions today.
We need to fire Joe Woods now. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And this is so disappointing that we have to say this once again. Like, that's all I got to say.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Something's got to change with the defense. I don't know what it is. You can't get rid of all 20 some odd players.
Right. I mean, Joe Woods is obviously the guy who's getting the most criticism. And if this had come before the bye week, maybe there would be a change. I certainly don't expect a change now after the bye. I'm not a big just fire a guy to fire a guy. I don't know. I don't think that has long-term impact. It might have a short-term effect. You know, we saw a little bit from the Colts, you know, with Jeff Saturday yesterday. But, you know, Kevin Stefanski said we all need to coach better. It's not just Joe Woods. I asked John Johnson III, you know, he talked about the lack of adjustments on defense. Is that a coach or a player thing? And he said it's both of us, but, you know, we got to execute the game plan. You know, I'm not saying Joe Woods is the right guy, and I'm not saying he's perfect. But I think it goes beyond that. And if you go back to your previous question about overvaluing the talent, you know, some of it is personnel. So you got a personnel issue, you have a coaching issue, and you have execution issues. And these are all big deals. And if you have all three of them, that's why it makes it so hard to solve the problems and why the Browns continue to not be what we thought they would be.
Do you think they're asking guys to do things that aren't their strengths? So in other words, is there a mismatch with scheme and what guys do well, or are we looking?
I don't think so. I mean, I went back and tried to watch that run defense, and to me it looked like a bunch of guys who couldn't get off blocks. And I don't know if it matters what scheme it is if you can't beat the one-on-one blocks, right? It's not always double teams or triple teams. I mean, Myles Garrett gets double teamed when he rushes a passer all the time. But I'm talking like a run play, can your D tackle hold up? And a lot of times it's one guy, one offensive lineman controlling that defensive lineman. It's one guard controlling the linebacker, or the linebacker's taking the wrong, the wrong angle, filling the wrong gap. So I'm not saying the scheme's perfect by any stretch, but yesterday to me felt like the players just not being good enough and not winning enough one-on-one battle.